It's inspiring, AB, and it also, I mean, you get to these final hours when you're still having theoretical conversations. And just to pull back the curtain a little bit, we get the most unreliable wave of early data in about an hour. They're called exit polls, and they come in and in 04,
thank you for telling everybody that.
Yeah, the first three waves were wrong. So we're very judicious as a network not to report data until it's more solid. But I want to ask you just about Heilman's point. I mean, people were told to plan their vote. Everyone. It was not a partisan message. This network sponsored a campaign, Plan Your Vote. Donald Trump didn't want people to vote by mail. Donald Trump disparaged the mail-in vote. Donald Trump, in the words of Ben Ginsburg, Republican election lawyer, encouraged his supporters to commit felony vote fraud. So the only people that were hearing a different message from this nonpartisan, COVID-inspired Plan Your Vote were the Trump voters. And it might be one instance where that information ecosystem bites Trump in the butt. I mean, he was told that he was telling his voters not to trust the mail. He was slowing down the mail itself, telling his voters not to trust absentee vote. He was attacking the early vote for months. And it seems like one of the things we'll learn tonight is, one, whether or not they believed him. They usually do. And two, whether or not that helped or hurt him.
Well, first of all, Nicole, thank you so much for having me on this day. It's been quite a journey. And I'm going to echo John Heilman's Election Day praise for you. You've been a very valuable voice to millions of people in just a wretched, dark time. But on a positive note, I am completely amazed that we have reached this point in the day and we have had a really peaceful, organized process brought to us by not only the determination of the people that you just talked about, the voters, but these election officials across the country in thousands of places, in thousands of separate systems, in both parties or non-party affiliated, who are devoted to a legitimate process. And they've worked so hard in a pandemic. We've had new volunteers come in and replace volunteers who were over the age of 65 and just couldn't put themselves in harm's way and risk contracting the virus. This has just been an epic event in people coming together and working so hard to protect this system, which is a foundation of our democracy and makes this country so wonderful. So I'm just stunned at how many people whose names we'll never know.
Yeah.
We're going to do a great thing, and Donald Trump never realized that. You had to get past them. Now, that said, there will be a lot. We're hearing bad news about the post office again. There will be a lot of frustration about disqualified ballots. There were 550,000 disqualified absentee ballots in the primaries earlier in the year. It's really hard to fill them out in some places properly. So that could cut into Joe Biden's lead. And I also want to just point out that everything the president has said, and we've been talking about it for weeks and months, but especially in the last few days, I mean, if in advance announcing that you as President of the United States will disqualify and discount and delegitimize legally cast ballots in the United States of America, if that isn't a high crime, I really don't know what is. And the silence of Republicans has been absolutely shameful. And I really hope that we're going to be hearing from them in the days to come if Donald Trump continues to provoke his supporters, lie about what happened, and create an alternative narrative about the results and his lawsuits and everything else. So a lot of people to thank today, and I'm really, really grateful for how far we've gotten to the 4 o'clock hour.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.